Hello everyone, it's me Aika and welcome back to my channel. So for today's vlog, I'm going to be sharing with you how I did my RN license endorsement to Massachusetts. Geographically speaking, Mass is located in the New England region in the northeastern part of the United States. Mass is not a part of the compact license, so if you wanna be a registered nurse in this state, you need to endorse it separately. If you are a nurse and looking to have your career opportunity in this state, there are plenty of hospitals, and there are about 15 magnet hospitals, which include Mass General Hospital, Bay State Medical Center, Boston Children's Hospital, and the list goes on. So moving forward, nursing licensure endorsement or reciprocity means that an individual is already a registered nurse in a specific territory or state in the US, but then she's looking forward to move to different state and wants to practice RN on that other state. So this means that that RN is able to obtain another RN license to different state even without taking exam by just doing the licensure endorsement or reciprocity. For instance, in my case, I applied for my NCLEX in New York State. So when I passed the NCLEX, I was automatically a registered nurse in New York State. But my sponsor deployed me to Maine State. And Maine State is a part of the compact state. So I have had my New York license endorsed to Maine State. I have mentioned that Maine is a compact state. What is actually a compact state? So there is the Nurse Licensure Compact or the NLC, which allows registered nurses, LVNs, LPNs to practice in multiple states without obtaining additional licensing. So what does that mean? That means that my Maine compact RN license gives me permission to practice nursing in other states that are part of the NLC. So some of the states that are not part of the compact licensing are Alaska, California, DC, Hawaii, Illinois, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota. And as I've mentioned, Mass is not a part of the compact license. For now, I'm going to walk you through to the license endorsement to Mass. There are actually three main parts of this license endorsement, not in any particular order. You can do whichever first. So in my case, I did the application or registration with Mass first, and then CES and nurses verification. Go to Mass.gov and it will lead you to the official website of Massachusetts. And we're gonna apply for a nursing license by reciprocity, which means license endorsement. In case we have questions, we can just scroll down this page and we can see the BON contact number. But for now, we are gonna click the apply now. So from there, you can just see some announcement of the Mass e-licensing. And if you don't have an account yet, we need to create one. Select create account and then just fill in this form. This just asks your personal details and it's pretty straightforward, so you should not have any problem filling this up. Once you're done, don't forget to check the box where it says I agree to the terms and conditions, as well as the I am not a robot. You should instantly receive an email with the subject account created with a verification code in it. Just copy and paste the code in here. This will ensure that you entered the right email address. Once your email has been verified, you can now start with the main process. So in here, we need to apply for a new license. So select apply for a new license and then just look for the Board of Nursing. So just keep scrolling until you see it. And then click view more. And then it will lead you to this page, which you need to scroll up and look for the registered nurse license. Their website is actually very informative. All the vital details in RN licensing are actually conveniently stated here, such as eligibility and requirements. Then click the Start Application button. I don't know what happened, but as soon as I click that, it led me back to the home page, but I can just easily click Apply Now and enter my sign-in details again. Thereafter, I am signed back in. So I am on my home page and I can see that there's a new tab for me. It's the registered nurse license. I will just click show details. Then I now have an option to cancel it or start a new application. So I'm going to click new application. In the top part, you can see numbers from 1 to 13. That means that there are 13 forms or steps in this application. Step 1 is just a demographic. There's actually two options here, if you have an SSN or if you don't yet. So just click whatever is applicable to you. Then enter your personal details necessary. You will also need to upload your picture in this step. Make sure you have a readily available high-quality 2x2 picture. Once you upload it, don't forget to hit the Save button on the side of the picture, then click Save and go to next page. Step 2 is Valor Up. This is regarding your military status. Save and go to next page. Then proceed to Step 3, which is your professional and criminal history questions. Make sure to read and answer as applicable to you. Not everyone has a no answer. And if you have answered yes to any of the questions, make sure to upload an explanation letter here. After that, click Save and go to next page. Step 4 is going to be the application method. So it's either by examination or reciprocity. An additional question regarding your NCLEX status will prompt. Save and go to next page. Fifth step is going to be attestation. Massachusetts require mandatory training for Alzheimer's disease, dementia, domestic and sexual violence, and as well as neglect of children. You can have this training and certification for free at chapter260training.org. When you're done with these mandatory courses, you can say yes to all these questions. In addition, you will also need to read the board's licensure policy, and then your understanding about the application within a year. Likewise, you are unable to practice as a nurse without your license posted on the official website of Mass. Step 6 is going to be your license verification. So where is your original RN license in the US? If it is a nurse's participating state, it's easy to request it from their website. Make sure you read all the information posted in here. And then if you're from a non-nurse's state, there is also a link here where it will help you or guide you what to do. You will need to enter all your USRN license in here. In my case, my original license where I took my NCLEX is New York, and then I have Maine compact license, and my recent one is New Hampshire. So I got all of those written in here. Then of course, save and go to next page. Step 7 is going to be certification of graduation. Select which is applicable to you. So we are non-US educated, and then just make sure you select English if your language during your instruction was English, and then add under foreign education. Click add record and place all your educational details. On the country of education, just type Philippines and it automatically matches our education code. And then just type your school, the degree. Usually we have BSN here, and then date of graduation or transfer. Change the year, just click the month and year, and then select the right year and month and date. Save and go to next page. The 8th step is going to be the CPS background check. So this is Child Protection Service background information request form. So you need to print this form and fill in the necessary information. So basically, they will do background check if you have any history of child abuse or neglect. Once you printed and signed that form, you need to upload it. You cannot go to next page unless you upload this form. To upload it, make sure it's in PDF form and just click the drag documents or click here. The 9th step is going to be the Cori upload. Again, you will need to download this and fill up the information needed. Once you fill it up, you will need to bring 2 IDs to the notary public and then sign it in front of them. So this is the criminal offender record information. So since we cannot save and go to the next page, we can always save it, and then after this has been done or notarized, we can always log into our Mass.gov account and then upload it. The same process with the CPS background check applies here. And now we can save and go to the next page. which is the application checklist. Just read this, but basically this is just stating that you need CGFNS CES evaluation, that you use your full legal name, that you register with nurses or non-nurses. The 11th step is going to be your e-signature. So make sure you read this, and then if you agree, just check the box and then write your full name on this blank box. Save and go to next page. The next step is going to be payment. So please read this before proceeding. The fee is going to be non-refundable. There is also a reminder that if your application is incomplete, there is a risk that it's not going to be approved. The application costs $275 plus convenience fee, 6.46, so a total of $281.46. You will receive a payment confirmation on your email or phone number if you opt to. Once you're confident that you entered the right information, truthful, correct, complete, hit submit. After submission, make sure you check if there is a notification. So it's where the bell icon is. If you want to check the status of your application, you can just show details and you can check in here. So mine was not submitted yet, so it says incomplete. If for some reasons you mistype information and you want to just change your application, just withdraw from this application and just type your application number. If ever you want to withdraw, make sure that you're not yet paid or you have not submitted yet your application. It's because the registration fee is non-refundable. And once everything is correct, you can complete this application. Make sure you check the notification or your email for additional requirements by the BON. Registered nurse license verification. So we can do this before application to the BON of Mass, or we can do this after. I rechecked nurses and it looks like they're now accepting all the 50 states in license verification for RNs. Go to nurses.com and then look for the verification for endorsement, then click request verification. It will bring you to this page and all you have to do is to agree. For nurse license verification for endorsement, there's going to be 4 steps. The first one is select a nurse. You can either search by nurse name, by license number, or NCSBN ID. Select which state you have your RN license. If you have multiple licenses, it doesn't matter. You can just type 1 and then it will automatically show all your licenses. Once it shows your RN license or licenses, you will just click next and then it will bring you to another page. Select which state you are going to endorse your license. Since we're doing our endorsement to Mass, we just need to check the box before the Mass. The third step is review and pay. So you need to pay a total of $30. So I'm already done with my license endorsement to Mass, but I'm just showing this procedure for the sake of this vlog. That's why it shows there that I've already done this license endorsement on 8/16 this year. Anyway, for this license endorsement, you also need to have a CES report. So CGFNS offers the CES, or the Credential Evaluation Service, professional report. And this is actually a detailed analysis of the credentials if your nursing degree was earned outside the United States. For this report, they will need to authenticate all your licenses, registrations, diplomas that are obtained outside the United States. It also includes a statement of comparability of an applicant's nursing education assessed against U.S. nursing standards. If you have done CES evaluation before to have your NCLEX, so if that was a requirement of the state, such as Texas, so you can take NCLEX, you will just do CES re-evaluation this time. So if you have your CES process before or your visa screening within 4 years, CGFNS still have your documents. Not unless it is your PRC license, which expires within a year, I think. So if you have a record within the CGFNS system, it will be faster for you to have your CES re-evaluation. But for your BCs, according to CGFNS, CES report takes, the waiting for required documents is going to be 14 weeks average, and then the processing and evaluation is going to be 2 weeks average. So total of 16 weeks to process everything and to have your report done. So just to give you an idea, in my case, since I did a CES re-evaluation, I started it in August 16th and I have it issued on September 3rd. So if it is going to be your first time doing the CES report, this should be your first step. You should do this before doing your application to Mass or doing your nurse verification with nurses. For the CES, you will need to have your secondary diploma, your high school diploma, but you will have just to scan it and send it through their contact us form. Also, you will need your OTR license validation form. That is for PRC and whichever state you had your NCLEX. I think that's about it. It's just a processing time that will take long. So go to CGFNS.org and then log into your account. In your homepage, you're gonna see a shopping cart on the right part, so just click that and then look for the CES or the Credentials Evaluation Service. In my cart, the CES is on the top part, so I'm just gonna check the box before it. And next, click next. So there's gonna be two options. It's either CES Professional or Academic, but we're going to use CES Professional. And in here, you can see that it will be CES Professional re-evaluation just because I did the CES evaluation before. For that, I will just need to pay $295 instead of $485. It's because I'm using re-evaluation. I had my evaluation on January of 2023. Next, click Add Recipient and then just answer this. What's the purpose of your report? Of course, we do this for licensure. And then, is your recipient RN or LVN, LPN? Just click yes. What type of licensure are you applying for? Click the drop down and then select Registered Nurse. State Board of Nursing, we're gonna be endorsing to Mass, so select Mass and then Mass.BON. After you reviewed and checked that all the information you entered are correct, click Submit. So these are the requirements for CES evaluation or re-evaluation. And once it's done, you will see that it's gonna show report issued. You will also receive an email notification. So this is my timeline. In August 16th, I registered with Mass, and then I also had my nurse's license verification the same day. In August 23rd, I received an email from nurses that they have already electronically submitted the verification for endorsement. As I have mentioned, I started my CES re-evaluation in August 16th, and then the report was issued in September 3rd. That took almost 21 days. And I got my RN license in Mass in September 10th, so that is nearly 1 month. So that's all about the RN license endorsement to Mass. Thank you for watching. Till next.